Why is the first $100,000 always the hardest? Because it is not just about money. It is about proving to yourself that you can defy the odds, escape the system you were born into, and overcome the invisible mental chains that hold most people back. That first $100,000 is not just a number. It's a battlefield. You're building something from nothing, without a safety net, without rich parents, without connections, and often without anyone believing in you, sometimes not even yourself. You make mistakes that cost you everything because you have no margin for error. You work for years with little or no reward, battling self-doubt, comparison, burnout, and even humiliation. No one teaches you how to manage money, build skills, or navigate opportunity. You have to figure it all out the hard way. And while others have money working for them, doors opening automatically, and mentors guiding them, you're in the dark, grinding, experimenting, and hoping something finally clicks. The cruel truth? The system isn't built for you to win early. But once you reach that first $100,000, the rules change. You gain leverage. People start listening. Money begins to multiply. Your network expands. Confidence replaces doubt. You don't just become richer. You become different, stronger, smarter, sharper. You see the matrix for what it is. The hardest part was never the math. It was surviving long enough to believe that you deserve to win. And that's why most people never do. But here's what no one tells you. After the first $100,000, you don't just have money. You have momentum. You've gone from begging for opportunities to creating your own. The struggle to be taken seriously ends because people follow results, not potential. You stop chasing every shiny idea and start focusing on what works. You become more calculated, more strategic. You're not in survival mode anymore. You can say no to what doesn't serve you. You can invest, not just in stocks or business, but in yourself, your time, your energy, your peace. You stop operating from fear and start operating from clarity. Your relationship with money shifts from desperation to direction. The stress of wondering, how will I pay my bills, transforms into, where should I place my capital for maximum growth? And as your mindset evolves, so does your environment. You meet people who don't just talk about dreams, they execute. You start to notice that wealth has less to do with talent and more to do with discipline, time, and belief. And perhaps the greatest irony of all is this: making your second $100K is often 10 times easier than the first, because now you have systems. You've made the mistakes. You know what to ignore. You've built a foundation. But that first $100,000, it forces you to become someone entirely new. Someone who refuses to quit. Someone who keeps going when there's nothing to show for it. Someone who understands that delayed reward is not denial. It's preparation. So when people ask, why is the first $100,000 the hardest? The answer is simple. Because it demands the most transformation. And transformation is always painful. And if you read still stuck before that first $100,000, if you read in the middle of the grind, the noise, the uncertainty, know this: you are not alone. Every person you admire, every self-made success story, every entrepreneur, every investor, they've all walked through this desert. They felt broke. They've doubted themselves. They've wondered if it's all worth it. But they kept going. Not because they had guarantees, but because they had vision. You don't need to see the entire staircase to take the first step. You just need to move. The truth is, money rewards action, not perfection. And the people who win aren't always the smartest or most talented. They're the ones who refuse to stop. So when it gets hard, when the numbers don't make sense, when your friends think you're wasting your time, when you're exhausted, keep building. Because every hour you spend, every lesson you learn, every failure you survive, it's compounding, quietly, invisibly, until one day it breaks through all at once. And suddenly, you read not just a person chasing $100,000. You read a person who made it, not by luck, not by shortcut, but by transformation. And when that moment comes, you'll realize it was never really about the money. It was about who you had to become to earn it. So if you're still on the journey, building quietly, struggling silently, dreaming loudly, this channel is for you. Because here, we don't chase shortcuts. We build mindset. We build strategy. We build freedom. Subscribe if you're ready to break the cycle and earn your first real milestone. Not just with money, but with clarity, control, and conviction. Your future self will thank you.